So what do artists need? What do we need in Newark? Universally, but here.
Here in Newark, I think the artists need more encouragement. I think they need more backing and support from not just each other, because we're great at supporting each other and going to each other's venues and things of that nature.
Circles.
Yeah, but at the same time, artists constantly need reassurance, to be reassured. You know what I mean? Because sometimes as an artist, you're not really sure as whether or not what you're producing is going to have the effect that you think that it's going to have. So that reassurance is what we need to kind of keep going and constant encouragement. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to get discouraged in the art world, especially
we don't give feedback.
No, that's the thing. You know what I mean? So people can easily get discouraged from following behind their passion and culture, because everything in your path of an artist is constantly discouraging you. You know, the people you talk to who are not artists, you know, from your family to your friends to people that are close to you, if they don't have that art mentality, they're going to unwillingly discourage you by asking you those unanswerable questions like, oh, so are you going to make it as an artist? Can you make money off of that? Well, of course I can make money. Of course I'm going to make it in my mind. But if you want to sit here and talk so negatively, then it's going to sound like I'm not. You know what I mean? But so people who do that to you, they do it to you. They don't realize that that's what they're doing. You know, they're kind of discouraging you a little bit, or they're kind of in a subtle way saying that you can't do it. That's really what they're saying under their breath. You know what I mean? Because they're questioning your conviction and the velocity of what you're trying to do. So I think that constantly artists just need to be supported and encouraged. And support can come in many different ways. You don't have to monetarily support somebody. You can like their post on Facebook. You can just, you know, comment and say good job.
And share.
And share, yeah. There's so many things that you can do to show your support. You can just freaking show up at an event. You don't have to buy anything. You can just show up, and by being there, you're creating a momentum and a movement of force and energy behind that person and what their goal is, so that eventually they will get to their goal because of your support. You know what I mean? I've done so much just by the fact that so many people have said, oh, I like what you're doing, and that makes me go, oh, let me go do something else.
Right.
But when I don't hear that, that's when I start to say to myself, oh, it's not going to work out, or all my demons kick in, and all the negativity and all the things I tell all my doubts kick in.
All of us.
Yeah, so when I hear it, and then it's the funniest thing, because then one person will come and be like, oh, that's nice, I like that, and now all of a sudden, all that cloud just parted, and now the sunshine came back in, and now I'm smiling from ear to ear again, and I'm like, oh, wait, it is good all over again. So it's funny how that happens, but we constantly need that encouragement. You know, we constantly need that voice of reason, so to speak, to kind of get rid of those other voices that we have in our own heads.
Yeah, it's good. I'm listening to you, and I think I'm going to create maybe a feedback page, or a page that we should have at every these venues where people can actually make sure that they give 10 people feedback.
Yes.
You know, it's so important, because otherwise it's almost like,
why do it?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this then? What are we doing this for?
Was it worth it? You know, you gotta have. It's like almost an energy return. It's an energy exchange. That's what
it's like when you say thank you to someone, and they don't say you're welcome. It's kind of like
right.
Something's off.
Right. Or if the piano player is playing and he finishes his song, and you hear nothing.
Yeah.
Like, or you hear.
Yeah.
Well, what did I do?
Yeah, it's like no kind of
So
accolades.
We have to have more feedback in terms of what we do, and do it on social media, do it in person, send an email, and I'm going to do it more. I mean, everybody knows in relationships. You know how you have to keep your relationships.
Exactly.
You can't wait to Valentine's Day
just to
bring
love.
some flowers.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be a constant thing.
Yo,
consistency is the key.
And you know, women have told me all the time, it's the little things. They will tell you. I hear that in my voice.
Yeah.
It's the little things. Don't you know? It's the little things.
It is.
That little thing is just sending an email. Listen, I saw you did that. Exactly. I noticed that you tweaked that. I noticed your style. This is the stuff that builds us and makes us stronger to come out and do another project, or come in and do something else, or to dig deeper, or to believe in ourselves in a way that we haven't believed in ourselves. And that's what it's all about. Exactly. We have to believe in ourselves to put out more quality product, a better quality product, a wider range of product, a product that extends beyond just where we are in 2015, September 1st.
Exactly. And I want to add on to that, that the fact that like you said, we have to do things to feel proud of ourselves, because that was what was taken away from us as a culture, is the sense of pride.
Yes.
So
Good point.
for anyone of ethnic background who's an artist, it's even that much more harder, because we've been robbed of our pride. And so when you do produce work, it's harder for you to find that pride in your work, because it's been robbed from you as a culture.
Ooh.
So that's why we need to therefore be more encouraging to one another.
Excellent point.
Because we need to then retrain ourselves and instill that pride back into our culture, so that we can now not necessarily seek outside gratification or outside what's the word called when you need verification of what you're doing, because you already know that it's a part of your own culture, and if anybody doesn't understand it, it's probably because they're not your culture. So that's where the pride has been taken away from us and we've been robbed of that. So I think that the encouragement will instill that and put that back into our young people.
It will.
And more importantly, into the hearts of our culture and down to the core of our culture. That's what's missing. Voila.
Voila. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Thanks for leaving.